Skill versus degree. In this day and age, are persons gravitating more to a skill, or are they gravitating more to a degree? Let's find out in another video, Learning with the Passleys. How much debt would you end up in while attending school, or even after you're through attending school in terms of a college or a university setting, as opposed to you learning how to become a barber, a cosmetologist, even a dressmaker? Because the thing, you see, some of us, we just want to do what is hype, what looks good, but deep down we know that, you know what, I'm just gonna go and do cosmetology because that's what I feel like doing. I just have the talent. You might feel like, okay, you're telling yourself, okay, I have the talent, I know this is what I want to do, I want to go and do barbering. But your parents or even society is like, you have to go get a degree. You have to get a degree, and when you have a degree, that's the only time when you are qualified. Nothing is wrong with getting a degree, but we have to weigh our costs, because if your career path is one in that you have to get a degree, weigh your costs. Is the cost cheaper as a community college versus a University of the West Indies versus a local university, for overseas university? We have to ask ourselves this question and other questions too. We have to think about the debt, because you as a young person now, you just leave college, right? You want to begin living your life. You have this ton load of student loans, or even loans that you borrowed from your family. You can't even afford rent. You can't really afford food. You have a child, you have children, and you can't even send them to school. Which do you prefer? The one that looks good, or the one that you can afford and can fit your pocket? Will a skill or a degree give you the fulfillment and lifestyle that you need? Sometimes you just have to dip our feet in the water to know, because some of us, we are so young, we can't even tell. You might be 19, 18, listening to this, and you're like, yeah, but I don't know if really a skill or a degree, because you might be saying, oh, your mother told you have to go to college, but you really want to dance, you really want to sing. At the same time, you might be thinking, okay, you need to have something to fall back on. You need to have plan B if plan A, singing or dancing, doesn't work out. But listen, some of us, we spend 4 years in college, even 7 years, we spend millions and millions of dollars. But what if you took 4 years to learn and to craft your skill when it comes down to singing and dancing? It will take you 4 years, right? And you invest millions or hundreds and thousands of dollars in your skill. You can even make way more than what you will be or would be earning when you have your degree. It is a possibility. If some of us can just take the same time, the same energy to learn, to acquire knowledge, we put the same energy in our skill. Because some persons might say, well, him a farmer, him nah make nothing, and me dress up nice and me go work a call center or wherever. But you might not even know that the farmer is taking home much more than you. Because number one, most farmers, they work for themselves. You could be at a call center working, right? The bigger heads carry home millions of dollars, and you probably carry home 50 grand. For argument's sake, what am I saying? The one at the top gets the most. So if you should take up your skill and take your skill seriously, or you say, okay, this is my talent, I'm gonna turn it in a money-making machine, and you are the boss for your skill set, you can make much more, as opposed to somebody who left college, university, going out there to work for somebody. Let us all be realistic too, right? Because your singing career may not take off as quickly as somebody who just graduated. On the other hand, not every graduate gets a job right after leaving college. Let's get further into it. A skill or a degree give you the fulfillment and lifestyle that you need. You might be at a stage in your life where you know this answer already, because sometimes we just have to go through the experience of working for other persons to begin to know that, hey, maybe I'm also here with my degree and I'm working for other persons. Why not gain a skill? A skill could be plumbing, painting, etc. One might even say the book knowledge of going to school to become a bank manager can also become a skill, because there are some companies, as soon as you leave college, even without the work experience, they do hire you, and what they do is they train you. No, sometimes training lasts for 3 months, for 6 months. What can you learn during that time frame? And let's be honest, most workplaces want you to know what to do, because most workplaces, they have a deadline. So when you go out there and work for persons like that, they decide if they want to keep you or if they want to let you go. No, when you continue working for persons, and when you especially have one stream of income, persons will continue to dictate your destiny. They decide if they want to hire you or fire you. And sometimes you feel like you're so trapped in the system, you don't have the time to learn more or to develop more on your skill or to gain more knowledge. So you feel as though, okay, here is where I'm at, and here is where I will be. But sit back, analyze yourself. Does this really give me the freedom that I really want to spend with my family? Who is going to tell me that I have to be at work by X time? I have to actually wait on you for you to give me my vacation leave? Seriously? What about I can take my vacation when I want to take my vacation, alright? Go to work when I want to, or I leave from work when I want to, or I can work less hours than the man that went to university and earn more than he does in a week, not even a month. Is your skill or degree in demand? There are some of us who might go to university and we might do a degree that is not in demand. We might do a degree that we decide that we must get a job in that area or in that field. But what's the possibility or the likelihood for you to be gainfully employed right out of university to cover your debts if you do have debts? Do you have that degree that is so much in demand, or do you have that skill that it doesn't matter whether a catastrophe occurs or a natural disaster or not, persons will always need your service? Do you have that skill? Do you have that degree? Comment down below. Finally, if you should be out of a job right now, how would you earn money? In other words, you're working for X fires you today. Will you have 6 months income to carry you through? Or do you have that readily available skill that you can go out there tomorrow, you get fired today, right? So when it fires you today and you want to make instant money, or have you been using up your skills meanwhile you have that full-time secure, air quotes, secure work? Do you have that supply, constant supply coming in? Comment down below. Let me know what's really popping. Is it skill for you, or is it a degree? Thank you for joining us, listening once again. Continue to like, continue to share, continue to subscribe. Hit the notification bell, select all, so that you can always continue to get good content such as this.